get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elevated TV radio. It's fun. You are listening to Elevated TV radio.
We gotta go now. Are you good? All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elevated TV Radio. My name is Adafe Matthew. As you're gonna, you love to call me the Elevated one of sports. It's a wonderful day. People say don't compare, but how can we not compare when compare is just in front of us? It is impossible not to compare as the situation is. Because remember, when Zinedine Zidane lost his 7th game as coach of Real Madrid, he had already won 8 titles. You say, why am I saying that? Is Zinedine Zidane still coaching Real Madrid? I'm going to give you that one. You know, my friend Dillian Kingsley is a lover of FC Barcelona. There is nothing about him that makes him not to love FC Barcelona. As a matter of fact, he believes that FC Barcelona is the greatest club in the world, even with Real Madrid winning 13 Champions League titles. It doesn't really matter as far as Dillian Kingsley and the rest of the Barcelona faithful. That club is the greatest club in the world. And even Xavi is currently the greatest coach in the world in their own belief. Recently, Dillian kicked up 7 top greatest coaches in the world and he put Xavi in the mix. Well, Xavi has lost 7 games in total. When Zinedine Zidane lost 7 games for Real Madrid, he had won 8 titles. If that is even a problem, one thing that is always baffling me, that is bewildering me, is how when you sign a new coach, all of a sudden the best players in the world begin to become players of his own country. Remember, before Arsene Wenger became coach of Arsenal, there's only one Frenchman that played for Arsenal. By the time Arsene Wenger coached Arsenal for 22 years, we've had more French players play for Arsenal than any other player from any country, even from England, that owns the club. This life, they say it's no balance at all. It is one thing to name yourself Red Devil. It's another thing for the devil to be worrying you. Right now, Manchester United are not just Red Devils. Old Trafford is not even theater of dreams anymore. The devil is worrying Manchester United. I know a lot of people say, oh, you talk too much about Manchester United. What's wrong with Manchester United? Can you not let the sleeping dog lie? Does it look like this dog want to sleep? Does it look like this dog really want to sleep? Best club in the Premier League right now is Arsenal Football Club. I tell you that for so many reasons, you have to give it to Arsenal. Mikel Arteta is the best coach in Europe. Even though he's not playing in the Champions League, Europa, or the Conference League, but he's the best coach in Europe. Ask me why. When the season started, I said, oh, this season is the season where schoolboy coach, upcoming coach, Mikel Arteta will relegate Arsenal. But look at Arsenal today. How can you look at Manchester United with the quality of players they have? They have Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes, Cristiano Ronaldo. Yeah, somebody said it's because of the twin that died. That's why Arsenal beat them 3 goals to 1. Anybody can say anything. But before the twin died, we remember how Manchester United were playing. Well, just when you think that that is enough, Origied Everton, and now Frank Lampard, better coach, is taking Everton down to relegation. Everton have not been relegated in a while, but it looks like they are going to go down. Coming down, coming down. The glory of the Lord is coming down, but this time around, it's Everton that is coming down. It doesn't matter how you sing the song. I am going higher. Yes, I am going with Jesus to stay for where Everton is going down. It doesn't matter what you say. Leave Jesus higher. Leave Jesus. Everton is going down. No matter how you want to put in Frank Lampard, anything he touches turns to rubbles. Frank Lampard can touch diamond, and that diamond will turn to sawdust, the way it is right now. Go, tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere, that I'm the one that told you Frank Lampard is a Liberia coach. I said it. Chelsea fans attacked me back in the day. They said they didn't give me money to spend. Oh, this one, that one. A couple of weeks ago, they said Frank Lampard had turned that man called Alex Iwobi, the nephew or whatever, cousin or relation of Austin Jejo Kocha into Luka Modric. Well, he's not giving a NASA pass all his life. So don't tell me that man Alex Iwobi is on the same league with Luka Modric. If you say that again, I will send EFCC after you. Talking about EFCC. The man in charge of EFCC is an Arsenal fan. He went to the Emirates and he clothed himself with all Arsenal regalia. And then I just realized, EFCC wears red. So why is it? Now I understand. Hey, now I understand. EFCC wears red, Arsenal wear red. And then Red Devils were in danger. He showed up and he put it to them that you people are corrupt. Manchester United, you are corrupt. He was there at the Emirates when Arsenal discarded the 3-1. It was a pity that a pity man died in the pit because Manchester United, can you imagine, players that have not scored in forever, even the one that have not scored a goal in training, scored on that day. Tavares, I was complaining that this guy cannot score a goal to save his life, scored. Shaka Boom, that have come to Shakalaka, scored on the day as well. A whole Shaka Boom that we cannot even give our captain back. I will say, this one is waste, please. Season end and go to Roma. He became a superstar so good that was trying to give him a 10-year contract extension. Oh, the Mohamed El Neni. We know Mohamed Salah. We know Mohamed. Oh, but this Mohamed became the almighty Mohamed El Neni. Mohamed El Mesut Ozil. Mohamed El Zidane. Mohamed El Gaddafi. Mohamed El Putin. Mohamed El Robin Hood. Mohamed El Everything. Mohamed El Gaddafi. Oh, Mohamed Clarence Seedorf. Mohamed El Luka Modric. It was so good. Manchester United players, they couldn't penetrate. They used lubricant, it didn't work. They tried to use the condom, for where it didn't work at all. This guy, he was a policeman at the checkpoint. At the same time, he was also a sniper. He made sure that every attack, everything that Manchester United threw at Arsenal, they will fall down and die. He might be a Muslim, but he came with the anointing of MFN as he was burning through on the Manchester United attack. Everything Cristiano Ronaldo planned that day for them to die because El Neni was there. Oh, blood of God, if you want me to continue, I will continue. But you know, the one that bothers me the most is Chelsea. Chelsea. They needed Orukuruku. They needed Wayo. They needed 419 to win. But anyhow, they won, they pick up 3 points. That's the most important thing. Now, let's not talk about Tottenham Hotspur because I don't like talking about Tottenham Hotspur. I'm an Arsenal fan. You know what that means? I don't see them. They don't exist where I am. Once upon a time, just a few weeks ago, they said, oh, they're running away with the top 4 spot. Hey, I said, it's Tottenham Hotspur that you are betting on. No. Somebody that put money on Tottenham Hotspur to do anything for them is somebody that is fetching water inside the basket. They say there is a juju man in Okija Shira that can make it fresh water in the basket and the water will stay. Okay, that's okay. If it's a Okija Shira that you're depending on, let us see. They say Harry Kane have become a creator and a scorer. I said, no problem. They say Son Heung-min is no longer a son, it's not a father. I said, no problem. They say Kulusevski, the man who can provide, he is not a provider and a deliverer. I said, no problem. Even if it's Amazon Prime. At the end of the day, we know where they are right now. They are looking for a man whose heart valve is working with a machine. They say they want to bring back Eriksen. But Eriksen is not Ten Hag. It's not Erik Ten Hag. Even Erik Ten Hag knows now that they walk. Oh, the Bible says that those that are, they say that the God that is in me is more than those that are in the world. But this one for you, Erik Ten Hag. This is a message for you. The enemies that are against you at Manchester United are more than the Dutch players that you are going to sign. And don't forget, historically, Dutch coaches have never done well in the Premier League. The only one who came in and did well, he was backstabbed. His name is Ruud Gullit. He's the first foreigner to win the English FA Cup. After that one, he was backstabbed by an Italian who has forever been an assistant. You know who that assistant is already? He's the guy who helped Italy as an assistant to go and win the Euros, but at the end of the day, they couldn't qualify for the World Cup. You need me to tell you his name? His name is Gianluca Vialli. In 1996, he helped to stop a Dutch team from winning the European Cup on penalties in Vienna. I'm talking about Juventus, who had all the best players at the time. Fabrizio Ravanelli, the white feather. He was on that squad as well. Oh, blood of God. I'm feeling in the mood this morning, but Manchester United is giving me orgasm. Oh, so like play. Arsenal want to become a Champions League team again. Blood of God. It's not easy, but at this point, I need to go on this break. And when I come back, I continue the show. Yes, for those of you on Facebook, for those of you on Instagram, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for joining on the show. Once again, my name is Adafi Matthew. You love to come in here. Let's have some fun when I return. Yeah, we're truly redefining broadcasting. We're having fun while we're doing it. Wherever you are stuck in traffic, you gotta listen to us. Where you're in the office, well, put one ear into the things that goes on in the office because I cannot. 1 hour. My service, my fellowship is just 1 hour. I don't take your time. I don't need your time. But if you send it, who am I to refuse it? Come on, let's push it now. Now let me go to your messages. Messages from top to bottom. I will read them. I'm your servant. I serve you. I serve at your mercy. I serve at your comment. So I'm serving you. I'm serving you. Okay, there are no messages. I'm serving you like a tennis player. Okay, Princess. Oh, Prince. My guy. We're seeing next week. Are you coming to Anambra? We're seeing this week now. We definitely should be seen. Why you they shade us now? Oh, sorry, my Ghana brother. You're going to the World Cup or not going to the World Cup? So it's going to be shading. Shading. I'll shade anybody shading. But Ghana better do well at the World Cup. If Ghana not do well, we will see shade the way past shade. Now get corner kills, not only shade. Okay, Mr. Smiles, you say Elegbete don't start. Yes, so I don't start to you don't miss this. Man United no do anything today now. I'm not saying they don't do anything, but Arsenal beat the 3-1. Hey, say now wow. Prince say I don't know what Prince is saying. Prince say condom bow. They're not fit. Hey, Miss My say Red Devil will be back to where they cast and bind them. They throw them to bottomless pits. They never land for the bottomless pit. They don't keep falling. They're falling into abyss. They keep falling. Oh, Red Devils will be bow. Hey, CB Philip 32. He said, bros, what in Man United do you? They not do me anything. It's just a show. Let's have some fun. All right. They'll see Mark Angela. They'll say thought Chelsea cannot sign any players now. Why? They can sign. They don't change that law. They don't say they try that law. That everything goes scatter now. IKO Obodo Afwana. He said, bros, I beg, what is Chelsea own? Chelsea use Orukuruku take we match. Richard Tweje say every team has their own low time. Barcelona, Arsenal are examples of such team. Barcelona are trying to come back to the fold, and Arsenal are doing same. But Manchester United, they are never coming back. These people don't come back. Manchester United, they don't come back. I don't even talk anything about Barcelona. So I just leave them for there. Shall I say Obama Young is the yin to their yang, or is the yang to their yin? Okay. I don't know Obama Young. Obama Young is a mercenary. He plays for himself. I don't give him the best of his best. Now go soft for liability. Barcelona never said anything. Oh, I say Manchester United, they made a mistake by bringing in Ronaldo in the team. Needs to play like a team and not building the team on a 37-year-old man. Big up, bros, Brando. He said, I greet everyone on this platform. We greet you too, bros. We love you. My sister, he said, big uncle E, up gunners. We're flying, but let's beat Spurs. Until we beat Spurs, I'm not overexcited. We just need to beat Spurs. Maybe just beat them, put them in their place. That's all we need to do. Hey, beyond the suit, you say Arsenal put on a beautiful shift on Saturday. Super proud of my team. The top four seems to be Dan, Spurs, and Arsenal, two very inconsistent teams. I bet Spurs should keep losing. Spurs, the Spurs and Liverpool coming. That one, Liverpool now. Even referees they help Liverpool to win matches. Matip that's supposed to get red card. Sadio Mane that's supposed to get red card, but they should not get red card. I bet they should go and help us to beat Spurs. That's all. Listen, Liverpool, anything you do right now, I forgive you for as long as you will beat Spurs, no problem. Man United, forget about that team in any other league, they've not relegate. They've just been there. Olivier say United don't get problem or they're dead. They never say anything. I'm just starting. I'm just beginning. This is just the testing of the microphone. When we're ready, they will know. Well, let's check some headlines. But it was a Fury weekend. An uppercut in the 6th round, and Dillian Whyte went black. Straight. He went black, like black. Which Dillian Whyte? How can you be Dillian Whyte? I wearing black knicker. You don't know say you can see black. He see black. Everywhere went boom. Who took the light? Never took light. Straight up. The Gypsy King. If that guy fight for another 10 years, he's not gonna still lose. His body know how to absorb punches without really struggling, and the way his shape is like he kept this awkward shape, But it was nice seeing him win, because Dillian Whyte have like bragged too much for some time, and then when the fight was approaching, why I know that Dillian Whyte does not have it. He went quiet. He couldn't say anything. He was just quiet, and you know how Gypsy King Tyson Fury can get into your head, and he really did a good job. Divine 14859. That number looked like prisoner number. Those who are saying how dare Arteta to let Aubameyang go are the same people who are saying if Messi is still in Barcelona, they would have been unplayable. Okay, let them say, let them say now what they write about on motto. So let's be going on this journey, and everybody should be saying what they want to say. But the most important thing is I'm enjoying football. That's all I know. I'm enjoying football. Watching Manchester United suffer is a delight. You know, seeing Aubameyang, the way he play right now, oh God, is a beauty. I know people say you are enemy, you are a hater. What think concern me? I love Barcelona. Everybody know that I love Barcelona. So it's not something that I need to convince anybody about. But at the same time, I hated the kind of argument. And, you know, I used to say to people that the way Xavi was going about this Aubameyang, he go come back to bite him. He was throwing shade at Arteta, making it look like, oh, Arteta, you know, Sabi coach, and I know how to use this player. Aubameyang, hey, you know, go, no. Oh, let's start with the plenty messages that we have on WhatsApp. If you want to send a message, 07025000069. That's for those of you who are listening on the mobile application, Elevator TV, radio on your Android, and you want to send a message. You know that the radio, let me tell you, the app, you can minimize it and you still be hearing. It's not like any other app. If you minimize this one, you can still be hearing. So it's not like, oh, I just put it there, you can minimize it actually. And if you're watching on YouTube, please drop a lot of comments. Let's have a conversation. The weekend has just ended, so let's have a lot of conversation. If you're watching on Instagram too, let's talk. If you're watching on Facebook, let's talk. That's how it goes. It's not just me talking. But then this one is coming from what's the name of this one? Oyamoba. You won't bet me that time. Say Arsenal. You won't put too much salary. Get one person who won't put too much salary that year. Okay. Good morning, Messi. He said, "How I deal with bullying." Okay, this is way back on Friday. It's not today. It's not today. This one we don't pass. We don't pass this place. We're not going to talk about bullying today again. Let's move forward. Let's look at some of the stories. And Tyson Fury came out to say he's going to retire and he wants to fight Ngannou, blah blah blah. I know that's a lie. Tyson Fury will jump at the opportunity to unify all the bets. Even his wife Paris agree with that. Tyson Fury will come out from that retirement to fight Usyk, because Usyk is a dangerous opponent, but to beat Anthony Joshua. That is if Anthony Joshua manages to win against Usyk. I don't think he would win, but I just think that the war in Ukraine might be sort of a distraction to Usyk, and that might just be the reason why he doesn't stay focused in camp and train properly for that fight. But I don't think that Anthony Joshua will beat him. Anthony Joshua has done good for his name, for his legacy, for himself. Even if he goes on, I was having a conversation with someone and he said that if he loses now, it damage his legacy. No, it would always be known as heavyweight champion. So he's one that he's done what he's done. But it was always not going to last because he was a fine boy boxer. He wasn't a brawler. He wasn't a heavy puncher. Sometimes he changes his style and confuses himself instead of other people. You know how those things we do when we say we want to surprise people, we end up surprising ourselves. That's exactly what Anthony Joshua is. But give him his flower where he's due. He's done his best. He's risen from zero to the very, very top, and we can't just talk him down now. But I think that Usyk will beat him on the rematch, and I also think that I'm looking forward to that Usyk Tyson Fury fight. For Fury, it's an opportunity to unify the belt. But I don't think Tyson Fury have any point to prove to anybody anymore. He's done what any great person would do in the sports, and he's held his own very well, undefeated. He's the Rocky Marciano of his era. It's a perfect one as far as I'm concerned. But then one man is suffering seriously. I don't know if this is long suffering or short suffering, but there's suffering in the matter. And you know, this patient love is this. This is not about love. This is just suffering. This is when you focus more on aesthetics than substance, okay? And I'm talking about Lewis Hamilton. They design a new car. The whole aesthetics is beautiful, the finest car we've ever seen, but the car can run, okay? They've given up a lot of things to make this car so beautiful. Now they are stuck with this car for the whole of this championship. And, you know, Hamilton is going from podium man, first and second, you know, really being the name on everybody's lips when the commentaries of Formula One races are going on, to 13th and 14th, crashing out, you know, struggling. Even Max Verstappen that we thought started the season very, very poorly with all the crashes and all the terrible driving. He's not, you know, retaking the position and coming up again, but Lewis Hamilton still can't find his own. That's a real big problem. Okay, so the new coach of Manchester United that is coming, Erik, and I, is already started eyeing people. You know, they say it's baby Pep Guardiola, right? Be careful when they say you are baby this, okay? AVB was regarded as baby Jose Mourinho. We know how it ended. Romelu Lukaku regarded as baby Drogba. We know how it ended. There's only one person that is baby something and he did well, baby Jet, Asamoah Gyan, the African's all-time highest goal scorer at the World Cup, not even Samuel Eto'o. So for that, we can allow that baby. But every other baby, baby stay as baby. We want adult. Manchester United is bringing baby Pep Guardiola. So it's going to become the low-budget Pep Guardiola at Manchester United. Well, he's already started saying up front. He said Arsenal have shown faith with Mikel Arteta as the pick speed to impress everybody. They hope that he will get that kind of patience. Manchester United don't have patience. Manchester United have two problems. One is the disorganized, the dysfunctional system. That can be fixed anyway. That can be fixed. Once they make up their mind, they can fix it. Then they now have the ancient of days family tree, ancestors, wishes from their father's side, the class of 92. Those guys can make a good person begin to play badly. They can make a great player become a legbere with their comment. And you know how they say sticks and stones may break my bone, but words will destroy me forever. You see, the most powerful tool in this world is words. God created the world with words. You want to really get under somebody's skin. You know, the experiment was made of a very, very happy person, a very, very happy woman. She's always happy. She's never angry. And then they put like 10 people on a path. They planted them. And first person says, sister, why are you looking so terrible today? And then she was still happy. She was going. And then that person says, sister, what happened? You know, this is not your usual self. What's going on with you? And then he told her, why are you looking all messy and terrible? She knew she wasn't looking messy. She looked at the mirror. She dressed properly. She was looking exciting, well dressed, best clothes, Sunday best. By the time she got to the 7th person, she was already depressed. You understand? It is words. Words can be very, very disastrous. And when they come up with all these, you know, when this class of 92 come up with all this attack, all this comment, what I think is they're having opinion, which is normal. They're doing their job, they're having their opinion. But the class of 92, and like we saw this weekend, you see the Arsenal legend, Thierry Henry and Dennis Bergkamp were at the stadium. You see them talking to the players, encouraging them, letting them know that, oh, you guys are playing well. You guys are. Then I was shocked. Dennis Bergkamp was telling other guy that, look, when I was like you, I wasn't half as good as you are. Dennis Bergkamp, you lied. I watched you play for Ajax. I watched you play for Inter Milan. And I celebrated when you signed for Arsenal. I was actually in England when you signed for Arsenal. Roach was the coach there. You can say that. That's a lie. You won European Footballer of the Year in 1988. How can you say that? But it's okay. It's better than witches and wizards sitting on Sky Sports Studio running people down. That's a two different thing, right? Different Koboko for different Aboki back. Okay? The Koboko for the different Aboki for Maduguri, now the different Aboki for Kano. It's different Aboki, different Koboko for different Aboki back. Well, Manchester United, that's what they have. Another reason, okay, so somebody, let me read our last message. Oyo Baba first, he said, good morning, I said, good morning. He said, Amio, who wants to bet? I know now, bet against Arsenal making the top 4, 900K. By now, for that is at the buy, what's it called, for generator. I wish you did accept the challenge there, Sha, because this Robin Hood Arsenal won't make top 4 years. Wow, you still believe that? Wow. No, but your bet, you're forgetting what you wanted to bet. You didn't bet that Arsenal will make top 4. You said West Ham will make top 4. So if you're calling Arsenal Robin Hood, what are you going to say about your West Ham that you wanted to put your money on? Because the way I saw that bet, if we go by the way sports betting is, even if Arsenal didn't make top 4 and West Ham didn't make it, you would have lost. That's what it is. So, but look at it right now. You're still saying that Arsenal is not going to make top 4. Okay. He look at me. I have nothing to say. You will be here. You know me and you are friends. You will be here to fellowship in this church. You will pay your tithe. Oh, man of God, don't worry yourself. I'm not a man of violence. I'm a man of peace. I'm not in Naboski. I love peace. I love unity. I love people. You will be here. You will come here. You will not suffer for 600 years. My members are not meant to suffer. You will be here. We'll have a conversation about it when the time comes. Okay, so what I was saying, so Man United really need their class of 92 guys to pipe low, to take it easy. I understand that. and they are not the first set of people to do this. If you follow football history very well, Liverpool class of '89 did exactly the same thing. They did exactly the same thing over the years. You have to play like Kenny Douglas, you have to play like Ian Rush, you have to play like John Barnes. Everybody was put under that pressure of, oh, that's the DNA of Liverpool. You have to play like this, you have to shoot from outside the 18-yard box, you have to do this, you have to do that. They kept doing it and they went for 30 years without winning the league title. But the good thing with that Liverpool was the fact that in 2001, they won the Europa Cup, 2005, they won Champions League. They won the Champions League in this period of this 30 years. They, were playing in Europe. This Manchester United at this rate, they don't look like they would even make any progress anywhere. Okay, Saints say West Ham will play Arsenal with 0 first team back four. Leave them. No, you know how I don't bother people like this. I just let's have some fun. Let's keep going. Since you say Arsenal will not make top four, I'm just watching it. Oh yeah, Mama, you will be here. I will invite you to come to this studio. We'll sit down. I will have some fun. I will even, that's your t-shirt. For those of you, our merchandise are out. Our hoodie is out. Just 15K. It's not expensive. Our t-shirt is 10K. It's not expensive. Buy, support this business. If you believe in us, then you support our business. That's the way it grows everywhere in the world. Okay, so like I say, Lewis Hamilton is dealing with a whole lot. There are demons from his father's side, enemies from within, making him suffer, struggle to 13th. A whole Lewis Hamilton. Like Samson when they caught it, Dada. Oh, Saviki said, how do you still think Man United and Liverpool will end this race? I don't understand. Is it Man United or Man City that you're asking? Please read your question and retype it properly, because I don't think you really that's an ambiguous question. I don't get where the question is all over the place. But how did Lewis Hamilton become like Manchester United overnight? I don't understand. They're all over the place. They're just not there. Just not there. Okay. Broken. Man United are a horrible mess of a football club and have been consumed by turmoil. After they plummeted to desperate depths, lifting them off the floor will be the biggest challenge of Erik ten Hag's life. He go fail. See, I would like this guy to prove me wrong, but he go fail. Everything proves to the fact that he will fail. But then he can prove me, you shall be man VT again. Bros, your hand is shake. You sleep with your mama. Type well with your hand, you VT. Victor Malalu, what's wrong with you? Type well. Shoot. Ten Hag, he go fail. The system is not working. Well, the funny thing with Everton is, while trying to survive, Burnley is burning cables. Burnley is burning things, making life difficult for everybody. Okay, very, very difficult. And then the news that broke that Rudiger is not going to stay with Chelsea. It's not going to extend with Chelsea and Real Madrid at the team. It's just it's just sad. It's just Antonio Rudiger is leaving. He's going to join Toni Kroos at Real Madrid, and it's even the coach that came out to break the news. Tony will leave the club this summer. Thomas Tuchel confirmed after Rudiger is on his way out of Chelsea when his contract expires, with Blues bosses insisting they cannot meet his demand because of the sanctions. Okay, we understand. They'll fix it. Barcelona, third straight defeat. First, they lost in the Europa Cup to Eintracht Frankfurt. They said it's just a mistake. Then they lost to Cadiz, a club that have just 5,000 supporters. Hey. Then they now lost to minors, Rayo Vallecano. Those people brought the Volcano and they won at the Nou Camp. And the funny thing, they keep losing at the Nou Camp. Now Real Madrid just need 1 point. They draw in the next game and they're champions. Okay, so I think I've put on my glasses now so I can see what I'm typing. I better type and well. Look, we know what you type. Okay, Xavi have lost 7 games. By the time Zinedine Zidane was losing his 7th game, 8 titles were in the bag. It's not good. Mark Clattenburg, excellent start at work, got the B calls right as Liverpool secured victory over rivals Everton in a heated Merseyside derby at Anfield. Mark Clattenburg, that's a lie. That Matic tackle in the 18-yard box, that's a penalty. But I don't care. Liverpool keep winning. I don't have a problem. You will end up in second with all this great form, all this maneuvering. This Man City that I'm seeing, that 1 point, 1 point will be like 200 points as we keep going. Review: Liverpool midfield maestro Thiago Alcantara completed more passes than Everton's entire team in Merseyside derby win, with Spaniard doing 120 passes alone, comfortably ahead of Toffee's total of 94. All these people where they do statistics. We play football these days without statistics, and but Nigerian matches, I don't even know how many passes we complete. They never ever come out with the numbers. We don't get up that. Okay, now after FS we get for you. All our sciences are different one. After FS or after expand your penis. All those kind of things we get for this part of Nigeria. All those things are what you would need. I'm just doing my video. Who am I? Okay, it will be wonderful if Christian Eriksen snubbed Tottenham and Co to stay at Brentford for the long term. But I'll be absolutely staggered if he did. That's according to Iron Ladyman. And the reason for that is all of a sudden Tottenham want him back, because they said that the revival of Brentford has coincided with his return to the team, and the way he's playing is the reason why Brentford is all of a sudden the power that they have become. And Tottenham Hotspur are saying this is what is missing in our team. This is the reason why Hurricane is dropping too deep. That if we have Eriksen in our squad, even with his aorta valve being supported by machine, he would the team would do well. I don't know what you think about that. You think that should go back to Tottenham Hotspur? Let's not forget I was sitting on the bench for long. That was why Mourinho agreed. Remember, if you watch the All or Nothing Tottenham Hotspur, he went to Mourinho and told Mourinho he wants to have a conversation with the chairman, Daniel Levy, and Levy agreed to the sales, 20 million euros to Inter Milan, and then he went to the Euros, and what happened, and Italian league rule states that once you have a heart problem, you can't play in the league. So he moved, and lucky for him, Brentford were looking for a revival. They're looking for somebody to rejuvenate them, somebody to give them a different spin. And he obliged them. He went there, and all of a sudden, there's a new spirit in Brentford. Brentford is no longer the Brentford that we used to know. Brentford used to be selling bread at the corner there where that woman was selling beans. But now Brentford have a big supermarket of their own. They are not like Ibano. They have their own supermarket. They are very, very big. Because you can go and ask Chelsea at Stamford Bridge what happened now. And to be for one is to be for Hampshire, but just go and ask Chelsea. It's not like but I'm not running a club that just the top. To be for one is to be for Ham. You know what I mean. And all the other club have also testified. I testify. Now go post say Tottenham Hotspur. This is what we talk. So go post. I see them. Now that Messi has won league in 2 different countries, does that solidify his good status? That's see, Raji, when you come to my show, don't bring all this on a small children conversation to my show. It's a waste of reading time and waste of conversation. He does not need to score goals in any league to be a great player. Okay? It doesn't. He's already a great player. He was a great player since 2012. Anything aside that is just an addition. Since 2012, Messi has become a great player. So anything you are bringing now, if you like, he not score anywhere, he not concern anybody. Okay? So that's not a conversation. I don't get involved in that childish Cristiano Ronaldo versus Messi kind of conversation. As far as I'm concerned, it's not only childish, it's foolish. Because those are two very, very great players that does not need all those boom conversation. But I know the people that are giving you all those ones. People who bring it up where you go and listen to roadside conversation and then you bring it. Don't bring it to my show, please. Take it somewhere else. I have space for jump. I am out of the championship. There's no question. Lewis Hamilton insists he's giving up on winning an 8th Formula 1 title already after just 4 races, following one of the worst days of his career at the Emilia-Romagna GP. It's terrible. Just 4 races. And the guy is out. The guy is giving up. This is like internal sabotage. It's not like, he doesn't know how to drive again or the opposition is better. It's just that they over-tweak it. They Pep Guardiola his vehicle. They Pep Guardiola his vehicle. They overdo. Jehovah. They try to become Jehovah overdo. And they undo themselves. Because nobody can be Jehovah. Right? They overdid this thing. Okay. This is coming from this is Ibromatic. Okay, Ibrahim from Ikodu. That's how he used to tell me back in the day. He said, "Good morning, boss. Do you think Arsenal should play Cedric at left back now that Tomiyasu is back, or Tavares should continue?" So many people sent me this question, and I'm going to say this to the coach. The player is just coming back from injury. I don't think he's 100% match fit for 90 minutes. So this is what I'm going to say, and say it straight up. Tavares and Cedric played against two of the big teams. Well, Man United is not really a big team, no less than that. They're not really a big team again. They are on Everton level. Okay, but two teams and won. One, they scored four goals for two. Tavares just scored his first goal. Taking him to the bench would be destroying his confidence. And the team is on a roll. There's nothing wrong in having Tomiyasu on the bench and then bringing him in later. I'm not really sure that it would be a good decision to take them out. Cedric have some problems. Cedric plays like it's Vladimir Putin. Everything is power. But the team have gelled together. What was really the problem of the team when they lost those 3 straight games was the absence of Thomas Partey that was not filled up by Simi Lokonga. And I'm not blaming Simi Lokonga, but he's more lateral than vertical. He doesn't play forward. He plays sideways a whole lot. And that on its own was a problem for Arsenal because most times when he's playing sideways, because of the movement of the players on the side, there is nobody to give the passes to. So it becomes a problem. And he doesn't have the skill of defending, that presence of mind. So look at what Elneny did in the Chelsea and the Man United game. First off, he added value to that midfield, so much so that Granit Xhaka can go forward. That's why he scored the Xhaka boom goal, right? But beyond that, he was also the extra man every time in the center of defense when the opposition is attacking. So when Arsenal get into that, their clumsy mode, and I'm not going to say credit to Arsenal this season, they've not really been defensively stupid as they used to be. But there were some games when they were, but it wasn't as consistent as it used to be. But it was the man that was plugging the holes, the kind of thing that Wilfred Ndidi does for Leicester, okay, in his prime days, right? So it was the man that was plugging the hole. I think that for me, Ibrahim, I would leave Tavares to play because he's building confidence now, he's getting confidence, he's improving. Cedric, gelled into this team, mixed up with the players very well, and he's doing well. His triangular connection with Odegaard and then Saka is also beautiful. Is Tomiyasu a better player than him? Obviously, with that's a no-brainer now. We can't even have that conversation. That's not a conversation to have. But sometimes you allow momentum to reign than just because somebody is a good player, you bring him in. 2006, Arsenal suffered that. Martin Flamini was the best player going into the finals of the Champions League. He had been doing well in left fullback, even though it wasn't a left fullback, but he had done well. Arsenal had gone without considering a goal. He had built momentum with the team. All of a sudden, and then Jose Antonio Reyes. And I think that those two cardinal sins are the reason why I cannot forgive Wenger anyhow. Whatever you say about Wenger is a useless coach as far as me I'm concerned. And I don't care what your opinion is. If he's the one greatest coach for you, I respect it. But this is my position. On the day of the game, because people always talk about the penalty, the red card, blah, blah, blah. No, that's not the problem. On the day of the game, Arsene Wenger brought in 2 players that have no business playing in the finals. Jose Antonio Reyes was removed. If you remember the game against Real Madrid, even though Thierry Henry scored the goal, it was Jose Antonio Reyes that destroyed the career of a certain player that was regarded as the next Roberto Carlos. His name was Cicinho. When Jose Antonio Reyes was done with him, just the same way Gareth Bale dealt with one player, is it Maicon or so, one Brazilian player that was playing for Inter Milan, when Gareth Bale was done with him, he left football and became a pastor, assistant pastor somewhere. When Reyes dealt with Cicinho, we see him finish. He went from Cicinho to see finish. But guess what? Arsene Wenger on that final day brought in Perez, who had not been doing well. It was Michael, right? Good. And then there was Flamini, who was doing excellently well. Left fullback coach went and bring player that had been injured all season, Ashley Cole, and played him in that finals. Guess what? We lost. You can argue about the penalty, you can argue about luck, but the team chemistry was just not there. The team was lagging. That Barcelona was there for the taking. Forget the name of the club. That Barcelona was a team that Arsenal that qualified for the final would have beaten 4-0 flat without stress. You know that about Ronaldinho. Go back and watch that clip. Ronaldinho was not really in his element. That team was just nowhere to be found. Samuel Eto'o was huffing and puffing, but Arsenal could have won them. That's the Arsenal that took apart Juventus. The Juventus that Arsenal took apart home and away was way, way better, had more quality in them than the Barcelona that Arsenal played in the final. But hey, this is football. This things happen when you make those decisions. So I think, Ibrahim, if I'm Arteta, I will make that gamble. Especially now that the top 4 is within your hand. You've gambled, you took Saka and you played him at left fullback because of a mistake that Tavares made against Crystal Palace, and you saw how it happened. And against Southampton, again, you gambled and you see how it happened. Now you have momentum on your side. I think I will go with momentum. And I'll leave Tomiyasu on the bench and integrate him. If the team is winning, you bring him from the bench. That's my own position, but hey, I'm not the coach. And we will judge him at the end of the day with his performance. Okay, boss, talk about the NPFL result. I will. I don't think everything can work perfectly in Conte's team. He hardly used him at Inter. I say leave my Chelsea alone. I'm not going to leave your Chelsea alone. They're part of the conversation, so we're going to have a conversation around them. That's for sure. Let's talk about the NPFL a bit. Let's travel that road as you've asked for it. Hello, Edafi. My name is Ola. What do you think is the problem with Manchester United? Bros, I've said that so many times. I can't go back to that again. And I also want to know what you think went wrong with Barcelona. All of a sudden, they were winning, scoring 4 goals, and now they can't score anymore. In all honesty, this happened. So there is the kick of the new manager. There is also the excitement that comes with bringing in some players that want to prove themselves. So life in itself is a continuous grind. There is no absolute state where you get to the state of absoluteness and you just feel like, oh, you are not there. Nobody's on your level anymore. But I think something happened with the Barcelona players from Gavi to Rodri, Busquets, Aubameyang, Ferran Torres, all of these players start feeling like, oh, we beat, after they beat Real Madrid. If you notice, this rot started from after they beat Real Madrid. They start feeling like, oh, if we can beat Real Madrid, who are you that we cannot beat you? And that's a very, very dangerous place to be, because once you beat Real Madrid, every other club is not saying to themselves like, whoa, these guys, they beat Real Madrid. They are a very dangerous side. So let us give them more focus, more attention that we normally would give to them. But they themselves were already seeing themselves like, oh, if we have beaten Real Madrid, who is the opponent that we cannot beat? That's a very dangerous place to sit on, because it's an attitude that you take into games feeling you've already won the game even before you kick the ball. And then it comes back to bite you straight up in the ass, like you would lose. And that's exactly what's been happening to them. They went away to play against Eintracht Frankfurt, 1-1. You feel like, oh, they'll come back home and win. But that didn't happen. They play Cadiz, or who they played, they lost 1-0. They played against Rayo Vallecano. Let's be very honest here. Tactics or no tactics, coach or no coach, player for player, this is not a team that should give Barcelona a problem. The players that are playing for Barcelona, Ter Stegen is still a goal. It's a good, for me, by all standards, is a great goalkeeper. You have Jordi Alba, you have Garcia, Arayo, and that's a backline that could hold their own against this team. And then you have a midfield that have the young Sergio Busquets and Gavi. I expect them to deliver. Ferran Torres, Aubameyang, who was substituted, and Dembele. The speed of Dembele, the precision of that midfield that they've got the control and everything was fine, but unfortunately it just didn't work once again. And you look at the Vallecano's team. I mean, these are Bellew, Massa, Catania, Fran Garcia at the back. That's the defense line that Aubameyang and co should give problem. But Aubameyang again, when you watch that game, you notice that thing that normally happens with him at Arsenal, he drifts to the right and to the left and forget himself, and just forget that, oh, I'm playing for this team, I'm supposed to be running. This is a team that builds his game on mobility. So once one player is standing, it affects the entire machine of the team. Most times he's standing, he's either throttling or pedaling slowly when the team should be moving. So what they do in transition was really a big problem for FC Barcelona all through this game, the game against Cadiz, and even the game against Eintracht Frankfurt. It's a problem that can easily be fixed. It's not a deep informed kind of problem. It's just a little bit of urgency and it'll be fine. Real Jordan _Mark is saying, NPFL, how is Enyimba and Rangers doing? Okay, I'll go to that now. Let's talk about NPFL and bring in the conversation around Enyimba, and we should see on that one. So let's first off deal with result from previous games that were played. Lobby Stars lost away to Aqua United by 0-0. Gombe United beat Katsina United at home. Rangers, that you're asking for, Real Jordan, they won their game against their opponent, Kwara United, 3-0. And that was Sunday game, right? Okay, later, in the NPFL La Liga Under 15, the promised 2022 competition, Remo Stars Wonderful team, great young players, beat Abia Warriors by 5-0. Like straight away, match day 3. Kwara United beat Gombe United 3-1. Rangers International beat Sunshine Stars 2-0. Now let me bring you up to speed with what's on the league table. My team, Rivers United, are still on top of the league table with an advantage of 4 points this time around. Plateau United, with Fidelis Ilechukwu as their coach, is coming up strong, but I think it's beginning to look like something that Stanley Iguma can hold off as they are going, but still early days. There's still a lot of games to play. You can't just 14 games more to go. It's not an easy one, so you can't just write off the Plateau United challenge. The challenge is real and it is on. Rangers International, as you ask, I've played one game more than Rivers United and Plateau United, but they have 47 points. They played 25 games. Remo Stars are in 4th position, 24 games played. If they win their game in hand, they will go to 3rd position. Aqua United have also played one game more than Remo Stars. They are in 5th position. Anybody that you ask of, I've played 25 games and they're not doing well. They are in 9th position as they've got 35 points. On the other hand, recently MFM were saying that they would survive relegation, but now they're at the bottom of the league table. Again, 24 games played, 23 points. Canopilas also looking like they'll be relegated. 23 games played. They've got 2 games in hand on the most teams that have played the most number of games with 23 points as well. Heartland are there. Story came out allegedly that Heartland were owing the hotel that they're staying in with the Heartland girls team, and they kicked them out. They're owing 7 million plus for the men team for accommodation and feeding, but they've not paid, so they were kicked under the bridge. They were homeless. All right. Katsina United are in 17, Lobby Stars in 16, Dakar are 15, Abia Warriors, Mama Makabos team are in 14, Nasarawa United 13, Niger Tornadoes in 12. Shooting Stars are in 11th position. That's a very good one. I spoke when Shooting Stars were at the bottom. I think I have a conversation with the commissioner Fakorode, and he said his message was, "Don't worry, we will not be relegated. We will not put you to shame." I said, "Well, it's your choice. It's not like my team, but it's good to know that Shooting Stars was once upon a time a legendary club in the league." So that's the way it stands there. Still some games that are yet to be played on the fixtures, on the NPFL fixtures. So let me give you those games that are yet to be played. We would get the result eventually. Plateau United playing against Remo Stars away from home. Remo Stars will do well to try and get a result. If Remo Stars get a result there, the completion of the league table would have changed. Shooting Stars are playing at home against Eimba. Wiki Tourists are playing at home against Atlanta. Rivers United are hosting Niger Tornadoes. So look at it from this angle. Remo Stars, that's going to be almost impossible anyway. But Remo Stars win against Plateau United and Rivers win against Niger Tornadoes. That would take the gap between them and Plateau to 7 points. But I don't think it's going to happen anyway. Niger United will play Dakada and Canopilla Sunshine Stars, Abia Warriors, MFN. Another win for Abia Warriors means that MFN's relegation is beginning to look certain. I'm not a fan of MFN, but I don't want them to get relegated for just the fact that it took Lagos State a very long time for them to have a team in the Premier League, and now they have one that have been there for a while. I think that they should stay. Another thing is private-owned clubs, you want to see them making progress. But hey, there's nothing I can do. It's football. If you play well, you win. If you don't play well, now what you find, you get. So what you sow, you wear. Adio Ayodeji on Facebook, you say, well done, bro. Keep doing your best to remain among the best. Thank you very much. Victor Malalu say, I hope Arsenal will not exhibit their usual trademark, consistently inconsistent. They have their UCL ticket in their hand now. Well, it's football. Anything is possible. If somebody had told you that Man City and Liverpool will be so close, will you agree? All right, Tyson Fury fought an average fighter in Dillian Whyte, and the fight looked like a fixed match. If he doesn't fight Usyk before he retires, then he is running away. He's not running away. There's no fight in front of him. You fight the people in front of you. This is what people said about Floyd Money Mayweather. You should stop this behavior. You fight who is in front of you. Is it like there was Usyk in front of him and he didn't fight? Everybody, they said if he fight the bronze bomber, he will be found out. He fought the bronze bomber. They said if he fought Vitaly Klitschko, he fought him. There's nothing you people have not said about this guy. He's fought everybody in front of him. Why is it now that all of a sudden Usyk? How many people Usyk don't fight? We know all the people that Fury has fought so much. He left the sport, went to go and deal with mental health issue, went to deal with alcohol, drug, and the rest. and still came back and still keep winning. Come on. You can't be a linear winner for nothing. You can't be a two times ringside champion for nothing. There is nothing you want to say about Tyson Fury. Say anything you want to say. The truth of the matter is the man is a legend. Whether he fights Usyk or he doesn't fight Usyk, Usyk should defend his title first against his mandatory challenger, Anthony Joshua. And then we'll see where it goes from there. Is Usyk a good fighter? Yes. But even if Usyk beat Tyson Fury, it changes nothing about who he is. Muhammad Ali was beaten by a lot of people, and it didn't affect his legacy. He's a great boxer. So it's the same thing. Somebody's going to come and beat him one day. Doesn't change anything. But even if he retire without taking the beating, good for him. But the thing is, rubbishing the opponent that people fight is not really good. Because, one, Dillian Whyte is a fighter in the competition. They didn't just go and bring him from Eromo Kowarian or from Agalokwe and say, come and fight against Tyson Fury. They brought a fighter who is, one, eligible, who is a contender, who is there, right? Somebody who also is a very, very hard hitter, right? So they fought the fight. The people who are putting those money, so you think they don't know what they're doing. So you can't just write it off like that. This is when people want to put a smear campaign. They just come and do some rubbish. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to work. Okay? Victor Maloney said the class of 92 you mentioned are contributing immensely to Man United woes. They plot the downfall of Moyes, Jose, and other coaches, but try to soft on their colleague Ole and pass the blame to Pogba. Yeah, we know, we agree. We're not going to argue that one. That one is true. We just hope that they change. They change their way. It's a song when I was growing up in the Assemblies of God. They say, "Thus says the Spirit of the Lord, consider your way, consider your way, consider." So those people, they should sing it to them. Tell them to consider their ways, because their ways is causing a problem to the team. Matthew Akambi, he said the Arsenal legends are trying to encourage young lads. Yeah. Uche Chuku, Brian Eziagu, he said, good morning, Mr. Idafe. Good morning to you. He said, thank you for your show. Please, what's the latest news about recruitment of Super Eagles foreign coach? For me, now this is my position. I've not spoken to anybody. For me, that conversation is a dead end. The sports minister is just trying to become a rabble-rouser, says they should follow due process. I don't understand what is due process. That they should give the other coaches like the French guy, what's his name? Frank Lebov? No, Laurent Blanc. They should give Laurent Blanc a chance. They should give Ernesto Valverde a chance. They should give Camacho a chance. My question, and this is a question that I put forward, can Nigeria pay these coaches? Ernesto Valverde was upon a time was the second highest earning coach in the world when he was coaching at Barcelona. It was earning 2 million a month. That's 24 million euros a year. Even if he's cut down his price, it's not going to take $50,000 that we're ready to give to Jose Pesaro. Do we have the money to pay? What we're paying, what's it called? Gonna throw 45,000. Everybody complains that the money is too much. Even this 50,000 that we've agreed that we want to pay Jose Pesaro. Some people already complained that it's too much. And I know that we will still owe the coach. So why is everybody saying we should go and employ a grade A coach? Do we have grade A facility? Grade A coaches don't just come and perform. They come and they require, you can't be living in Okitipupa and be buying a Ferrari. And you can't. And you can't be living in this my estate now and be buying a Ferrari. It doesn't make sense, right? Because there's no road to run on it. Even in Lagos, living in Lagos and buying a Ferrari is foolishness. It's waste of money. Because the car requires road to run. And then you'll be driving into traffic every day. The car will just break down on its own. So it's not about bringing a world-class coach. Do we have facility that the coach can? Do you know that Nigeria does not have a training ground? When we want to play match, we train on the surface that we're supposed to play the match on, which is not done anywhere in the world. Those are the conversations anybody should be having with the sports minister. But hey, we have sports ministers who always like to play to the gallery. And Sunday Dare, one of them. And it's sad, they say he went to Harvard and he was a former journalist and media person. He's supposed to know. But hey, I think there's something, I keep saying there's something about going into politics in Nigeria that makes intelligent people become stupid. They're not disrespect to anybody, but this is like, we've seen this thing happen over and over. We've seen a son, a professor talk upside down, talk like Mumu, just to defend a president who came with light bill. We've seen people talk anyhow just because they are in politics. So sometimes I look at the system and like, there's just something. It may be voodoo, it could be cause, it could be, I don't know, it could be old. I really don't know because I'm not a politician. But I have that feeling, right? So it's not enough to say we want a world-class coach. Do we have the things to provide for him to work? Or we just want a world-class coach that will be sitting in Europe and they come down because people talk about monitoring our league. Have you noticed the trend that the most players that travel out of this country are not playing in the league? Players from our league only go to North Africa and they play 2 seasons, they get back. Players that go from Nigerian league abroad go and they fail trials. And you guys have forgotten that. Lokosa was playing here now and he went and got a fail trial. Lokosa was scoring goals for Kano Pillars. He went abroad and failed trials. You know what that means? To go and fail trials. Like, I can't even believe people failing trials in football. Even with this, my crippled leg, if I go play ball for Barcelona right now, they will sign me. I don't understand why they're failing trials. But hey, it's one of those things. People now go straight from grassroots to go and sign for clubs in Europe. So we've got to be careful what we're asking for. One would have the money, we're going to create problems, we'll become bad news. Now I'm going to throw is in FIFA court with the NFF. They will soon, make a decision for him, and then we'll pay money that we don't have. We want to go and play world-class coach. World-class coach without a world-class country. When I employ Agbefi president, when I want to employ a world-class coach, when I do agree to now. When I employ coach president will be promotion. When me paddock president, when I want world-class coach, I agree to now. I salute to now. Matthew Akambi said that Lewis Hamilton did not become bad overnight. I think Toto Wolff and the Mercedes-Benz cars this season are too slow, and the new rules are also affecting. The new rules are for everybody. I agree with the fact that the cars are too slow. I agree with you on that one. The rules are for everybody. The rules is affecting him, it's affecting Verstappen, it's affecting everybody. So he's got to find a way to beat the rules. I don't have a problem with rules. Rules are there to bring sanity and order. If other people are manipulating their way through it, you've got to manipulate your way. But I think that they produce a car that is fine for the eye, but bad in the engine. That's what I think. Let me give you transfer update before I go. My time is pretty up. For those of you in Anambra, remember I'll be in your neighborhood on Thursday, from Thursday to Friday. When I come back, hopefully, we'll be talking about jumping on the plane and going to Dubai. Myself and a guy, my producer, Ahmed Kalijayi, wonderful guy, who went to Italy and got an accent. Still haven't explained to me I got American accent in Doha. We will talk about that one. Yeah, Paris Saint-Germain are set to sack manager Mauricio Pochettino with Tottenham Hotspur boss Antonio Conte in the frame to replace him. Okay. Chelsea may revisit a move for Sevilla and France centre-back Jules Kounde, 23, in the summer after it was confirmed Antonio Rudiger will leave the club. Arsenal are taking steps to sign Napoli Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen, 23, the beast himself. Okay. German defender Antonio Rudiger is expected to join Real Madrid. The 29-year-old has told Chelsea he will leave this summer after turning down the new contract that they offered him. Manchester City striker Gabriel Jesus, 25, had refused to commit his future beyond the end of the season. As Arsenal, I believe they can complete the summer deal for the Brazilian as well. Arsenal are also looking at other players like Jolinton, Richarlison, Calvert-Lewin, and the rest of them, even James Bond, Sean Connery that is dead. Everybody, MC Hammer, Martin Luther King, Barack Obama, Olusegun Obasanjo, everybody, Gaddafi, they want to sign everybody right now. Chelsea and Tottenham are monitoring Inter Milan forward Martin Satriano, 21. The Uruguayan is currently on loan to French club side the Brest. Okay, let's see how that goes. Newcastle linked Brazil international midfielder Lucas Paqueta, 24, has told his current club Lyon he will make a decision on his future at the end of the season. And according to the Evening Chronicle, Leeds United sent Sky to watch Cologne German centre-back Timo Hubers, okay, who is 25, and hope that if they don't go relegated, they will sign him. Former Manchester United midfielder Roy Keane has emerged as a surprise candidate for the vacant manager's position at Hibernia. Roma have joined the race for Juventus and Argentine forward Paulo Dybala, 28. Jose Mourinho needs a guy who creates a score as well. Real Betis are trying to sign Real Madrid and Spain playmaker Isco, who is dancing disco, and then he stopped because his disco light went off. Now they want to give him another disco light. Egyptian midfielder Mohamed El-Neni, okay, 29, says he would sign a new contract at Arsenal, not giving assurance over his playing time. Well, it is on this note that I come to the end of the show today. Thank you very much. Ibrahimotic, he said, Bale single-handedly finished Michael's career. He was the best right back in the world at the time. All right, thank you very much. On this note, we say thank you to everybody who's made the show beautiful today. I'm sure you guys love it. Missing my guy Hybrid 10, where says Patrick, where is Johnny Gafar, and every other person on this street. I hope we'll be together tomorrow. Thank you very much, everyone who joined in on the show today. God bless you. Love you guys to the beat. My name once again is Idafi Matthew Segana. You love to come in the Elevator One of Sports. It's been a lovely time being with you on the Sports Buffet on Elevator TV Radio. I gotta go now, have some fun, and be the very, very best of who God created you to be. Be a person of impact, not somebody who causes problem and add issues to the nation, but be the one who is adding value to it. God bless you. Bye-bye.
TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen. You're listening to Elevator TV and Radio.